Hi, I'm Mika Truman, and welcome to Frankincense School of Mystical Arts, and it is fsma.live. Welcome to our YouTube channel, as well as Rumble and Patreon. You can also find me on MeWe. We also are offering platforms on our YouTube channel as well as Patreon, where we go in throughout the week. We have great conversation and great talks, and you can ask me some questions. We just have great interaction. So please look at joining one of those. I would love to see you there. So I am really into working with the planets, working with astrology, and I'm really into everything that encompasses all of that. So I just wanted to jump on and share with you this great week, because it's really a great week, but it's really going to last even within the next few weeks, even for the next month. We have a new moon that is this Thursday, and it is going to be very, very profound. It is going to be also, this energy has 6 planets that is aligned. We have not seen this since 1961 in 60 years, so it is massive. And one may say, what does this mean? Well, for one, the new moon is going to be in Uranus, which is anything odd, unusual, and unexpected, which is really interesting considering everything that's going on the planet right now, because it's huge. And so you can just imagine, we're also in the middle of Mercury retrograde. So this is going to be a real powerful new moon. And even though we are in the middle of Mercury retrograde, it would be a really good idea to even manifest and even put it out there. Just different things that you really want to happen. One thing about this whole astrological lineup is that I have to share with you that we are getting ready to enter into one of the biggest spiritual awakening times we probably will ever see again. It is so huge. And this is causing people to really wake up and really kind of see things that they didn't necessarily see and feel emotions that they never really felt before. So we're going through a major awakening. Now, one will say, okay, a major awakening. Most of the time, through my experience, what I've seen, when people go through a major awakening, it's usually because they are coming out of, maybe some heavy stuff, maybe some traumatic, maybe different events in their lives that has really kept them down. What about even different disclosures that might come out? What about, imagine how you are going to feel, and imagine how somebody else is going to feel at different things and situations that are going to come to light. How would you feel if all of that came out and it totally caught you off guard? I do really feel that it's going to really kind of shock us, even though people, we're kind of thinking, oh, there's not going to be any surprises. I've got it. I think I've watched every video out there. I've got it covered. Well, maybe you haven't. Maybe you will kind of start hearing more and more information and then sit back and think, wow, I thought I had it all sorted out. It looked like that I really didn't. So is what happens is that sometimes when we kind of go through some kind of little bit of shock, and it can be maybe a physical trauma, maybe mental emotional trauma. What if it's even just kind of experienced this little bit of a wake-up call about what's been going on around you that you had no idea about? And then what if you kind of sit back and you have to kind of get your footings again? This astrological aspect and lineup supports a healing. Why do you need a healing? What's going to happen that you may feel like you may need healing? Well, only time will tell, that's for sure. But I think we're going to really kind of find out sooner than later, because with this spiritual awakening, with this whole new moon, brings on a healing energy. It's going to bring secrets out to the forefront. It's going to bring forth different answers that we have been seeking that we haven't received yet. So just kind of keep your eye on that, because it can cause you to kind of go through a shock, but then it can cause you to kind of feel and think, wait a second, this is really, really different. I'm feeling different. I'm starting to sense someone else's emotions. I'm starting to pick up on future events. I am starting to kind of feel energy in my hands and in my feet. I am feeling deeper. I'm feeling my neighbor's emotions. I'm feeling my boyfriend's, my girlfriend's, my spouse's emotions. And you walk into a room and you're able to pick up on somebody's emotions and you don't even know who they are. This is your spiritual awakening, and it can affect people in different ways. I know for myself, for 30 days, I had like this little pillow sitting on top of my head, and it wasn't a headache. It was just kind of a little bit of pressure. And I started to walk past people, and I started to pick up on all their emotions. And it was so bizarre. I was getting thoughts in their head. And I was able to walk past someone and pick up everything that they were thinking, everything that they were feeling, and why they had a look on their face. I mean, it was very profound, and it was very, very rattling to me because I didn't understand what the heck is going on here. I was even seeing those that were deceased, people that were dead, and some of them, they didn't even know that they were even deceased. I would walk into a room and then somebody would be over there sitting on a chair, and it was a woman, and she was dressed in like 1920s clothes. And I just thought, oh my gosh, this is very weird. But don't be surprised if you don't start experiencing the same thing, because this is where we're at. This is the energy, and this is the time, and this is the place that we're at. So don't be surprised if it does not come and find you. Because within the healing, we very well may have an awakening, and it may really truly bring out this really pure side of yourself, and all that tough exterior outer layer within yourself that you have built throughout years is just going to totally just like an egg. You take a hard-boiled egg and you start to crack it, and then you know how it's like that hard shell. You get one crack after another, and after a while, you have all these little teeny cracks all over, and then they just start to chip away and they fall to the ground. And in the middle, you have this nice soft shell, or this nice soft egg. That's you. This nice, beautiful, sweet person that you were when you were young, before you were tainted from the world and tainted from different beliefs and different mindsets that your parents, my parents, they taught you because they thought that's what was appropriate and that was right. So that's really the awakening, the area and the place on where we're headed to, is that we're going to go back to that pure place of innocence. And it's going to be very strange. And it's going to be one where we're going to love one another. We're going to help each other. We're going to have greater compassion for each other. And do you know why? Because you are going to feel what they feel, and they are going to feel what you feel. And that's going to connect us all. Is that too often it's been them over there, and I'm over here, and you're over there, and they're over there. And we think that we're so separate. We think, well, they don't know what I'm like, and I don't know what they're like. And no, we're all going to experience the same thing. So it's going to connect us, and it's going to create this beautiful family. And that's how we're going to connect, and that's how we're really going to relate to each other, is because we will all have experienced the same experience at the very same time. And you will learn what compassion for one another truly is about. So this is the time that we are at. And I really just wanted to share that astrological new moon tidbit, because it's so profound. So please like, subscribe, share, and jump over to Patreon, Rumble, and MeWe. We are also join the platform. We're having a great time, and it'll give us all a chance to get to know you and you to get to know us. So until next time, I love you all, and blessings to you until next time.